Hi guys, I am Ayan and I'm going to review the first Ashes test that just got over at the Gabba. Australia beat England by 9 wickets to take a 1-0 lead in the series. There were plenty of talking points, but the five that stood out were Nathan Lyon's 400th test wicket, a long time in the making. It had been almost 11 months, but he finally got there with the dismissal of David Malan, and that precipitated a collapse which saw England fold very meekly and set Australia a target of just 20. Congratulations to Lyon. He's now joined the only two other men to have taken 400 test wickets and more, Glenn McGrath and Shane Warne. Moving on to the second talking point of the test match, Travis Head. What a scintillating 100 that was from the left-hander batting at number 5. Let's not forget Australia were in a bit of a wobble after that very, very good start up front by Marnus Labuschagne and David Warner, and they needed someone to hold the innings together and then push forward, and that's exactly what Travis Head did. So kudos to him. He's pretty much cemented that position for the next test match as well. The third talking point, Labuschagne and Warner. Labuschagne built the innings brilliantly and was a great ally to David Warner. Of course, there were a lot of questions asked of Warner not so long ago, but after Player of the Series winning performance at the T20 World Cup where Australia won, he's now backed it up with an equally impressive 94. I'm sure he'll be disappointed to have missed out on 100, but Australia will be chuffed with the idea of Warner back among runs at the top. Labuschagne's knock was a great exhibition of one, how to build an innings, and two, how to crack open whatever loose ends are there in the opposition attack. He waited, he saw the English attack in the first hour and a half before flexing his muscles. Great innings. Even he would be disappointed to not have converted that great start into 100. But great positives for Australia going into the next test. Fourth talking point, the skipper, Pat Cummins. What a start. He couldn't have asked for a better start, really. Began with a fifer on his captaincy debut, followed it up with all the right decisions on the field, and luck was in his favor too, wasn't it? It was quite overcast on day one. Joe Root won the toss, and to a lot of people's surprise, chose to bat first, and what followed next was just mayhem for the Brits. So all boxes were ticked for Pat Cummins' memorable debut. The final talking point would be the Mitchell Starc delivery to Rory Burns. What a roaring start to the Ashes. Of course, there's a lot of history behind this 5-match test series, and to have a start like that where someone like Mitchell Starc just steams in and gets Rory Burns out with a peach of a ball just sort of sets the tone beautifully. So from here on we go to Adelaide, where Australia and England will lock horns in a day-night test. Of course, the 5th test venue has also been locked in. Hobart is going to host that game, and it's also going to be a day-night affair. It'll be interesting to see whether England, given the result in the first test, play both Broad and Anderson together. Both didn't play at the Gabba, but one of them has to, for sure, given the record they have. And of course, Jimmy Anderson has great memories of bowling in Adelaide under lights. So great start for Australia, but it's not over from any stretch of imagination. England have a very good side. There's some injury concerns for Australia, of course, nothing major. David Warner had sore ribs, so he didn't field on day 4. Neither did he open the innings. Alex Carey was the makeshift opener for Australia, and Josh Hazlewood didn't bowl much in the second innings, and Pat Cummins in the post-match press conference, post-match presentation ceremony, revealed that he was also nursing a bit of soreness in his ribs, and which is why his workload was being managed. So all in all, a great test match, and we look forward to another cracking game under lights in Adelaide. That'll be all. Thank you so much.